Hey guys, it's Ian. We're about to start the show, but I wanted to say hi first because that's how this works. Rob's back in, the Volman. He's here. My lesbian friends are here. Tom's here. Larissa's here. She brought her boobs in. They're gonna be like, Larry Mitchell's here. Fantastic. Jeff Upton, Tom Mackay. We got a great show for you tonight. Tom Stade. Guy started out with comedy and just took off to Scotland, became a huge star. Is on the show tonight. Tammy Pescatelli, the Italian Tang. She makes Tang and Tab. Oh my God, she's a very, very talented chef. She is on the show tonight. And John Huck is on the show tonight, filling in for David Murphy, who was supposed to be here but had internet problems. It happens. Chris from McCordsville, a small town with a big name. I like that. Welcome, Chris. We're going to have a good time. What's going on? We'll be in Sacramento maybe on July 9th through 11th. If everything isn't shut down by then, I'll be there for 5 shows. Let's start this show. Have a good time. We'll be here all week, Monday through Thursday. We no longer do the Friday show. Chris Adams says, I hope John Huck is on mushrooms again. That'll be fun. Cody Bear, my stalker's here. He's having a good time. Michelle Mitchell is here. Hi, Tom. Everybody, let's have a good time. I'm going to start the show. Let's get it going. Boom, boom. Ooh, I forgot to take myself. Around the bag. I take a group of people, I ask them questions, and we become friends. Tell everybody all about you.
Got out of the market with lemon juice, Philadelphia cream cheese.
Question is, how do you like your eggs? The tighter, the better.
From your own daydreams and fantasies as well.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Around the Bag? Welcome to Around the Bag. My name is Ian Bagg. I'm your host, and I'm going to have a good time with you. This is the game, the talk show, where I ask my friends questions, they answer, and try to become champions of my friendship. Tonight we got Tom Stade, Tammy Pescatelli, and John Huck. Enjoy yourselves at home. Introduce yourselves to them, and let's bring them in the room. Please welcome to the room, Tammy Pescatelli is here. Welcome, Tammy. Tom Stade is here, and filling in, it's John Huck. Welcome to the show. The crowd goes wild. Oh, welcome. Tammy, tell everybody all about you.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Ian. I like to hang out with John Huck on my off time, and I'm often at Tom Stade's house with mushrooms.
Ooh, fantastic. I love it. By the way, I love your house. You got 2 doors behind you, you know, and you never know who's coming or going in that house.
I'm in the little dressing area, if you will. It's an old house, and I had to hide because I have a house full. I have my son who's 12 and 3 of his friends because finally the quarantine is lifted, and so they're all on the other side of that door. I'm hiding. I
got some bad news about you. It's not lifted. Those kids might be living with you for the next 6 months.
Here it has. I don't live in Los Angeles. I live in
I'm talking about the world. Have a good time. Welcome to the show. Have a good time. Tom Stade, welcome to the show. Tell everybody all about you.
Well, I'm originally from Quesnel, British Columbia. I'm a comedian with no ambition that seems to keep climbing the ladder for some reason.
Good for you. Well, thanks for being on the show tonight, Tom. I see you've only got a Oh, Tom's gone. We lost him. He said no. He's out of here. He'll be back in a second. In the meantime, this happens every so often on the show.
It does.
The old people start hitting buttons. The next thing you know, they're gone. John Huck, you're filling in for David Murphy. So let's hear all about you because people know you and they're asking, is John high tonight?
I mean, no, but I've been like literally sitting in this exact spot waiting for you to call me so we could do this again. Like
it's happening, buddy. It's happening. I can't believe it's happening.
I've got so much going on that I can sit here and stare at a blank computer screen until you text me and ask if I'm available.
Well, I texted you and you're on the show tonight. John, I got a question for you because we're just kind of waiting for young Tom Stade to come back, but he seems to be stuck out of the house. He seems to be stuck out of the room right now. He'll be back in a second. I know it. I know Tom too. He's panicking right now. I guarantee it. John, what was the commercial that you put up the other day where you were in pajamas and you were the sweaty guy?
It was for Lennox Heating and Air. It was they were internet spots, but also ended up as print ads in like a Better Homes and Gardens style, like those kinds of magazines. But it was for like Lennox is a very popular heating and air company, and they have like a mascot or like a main guy who was there but not with us. He was
Are
like,
we bragging now or
yeah,
what?
I know the Lennox guy. I know the Lennox guy. Hey,
Tammy,
heating and air, people, talk to me.
Yeah, it's not a bragging situation. It's not a bragging situation. He was the sweatiest guy in the whole.
I got cast. I read for pollen. It was all bad air. I read for pollen and I read for hot, and then when I went back in, I was wearing a hoodie and I was sweating, and they were like, you know what? Yeah, well, okay. And I got the commercial, and they were like, you're gonna play humidity, and then I sweat through the thing, and the director was like, oh yeah, this is great. Who did this? I go, this is all me, and he goes, ew. And then the director didn't talk to me the rest of the shoot, but it was really fun. Chewy from Chelsea lately was on that, and a couple other people I know.
God rest
That's a lot of fun. Tammy, have you done any commercials?
Early on when I started, I did a vacuum commercial. I don't want to brag.
Yeah.
I've done all that kind of stuff. Nothing national. I never did any national commercials, though. I never voiceovers. Listen to this voice. You don't think this would have been a good voiceover if you need like an old Italian 30 pounds in quarantine woman? That would be wonderful. You have to be very specific.
I like it. John's going to be moist. That's what this Jeff Upton said. John's going to be moist. Rob says John looks like he's going to be doing a Preparation H commercial. Just take him down. Tom says he makes Lennox money now. Oh, my God.
This was 2006, Tom. I'm not making that
but at
money
least
anymore.
Tom has his picture there. Me and Tammy will take down Ian's internet tonight. Okay, Cody Bear 87. Okay,
you shouldn't have responded to him, Tammy. You shouldn't have responded to him. He's absolutely crazy. You got yourself a news stalker.
Me and you, Cody.
How Italian are you, Tammy?
I'm 100%, but I did get my 23andMe done right before all this went down, and I think I'll reserve the right to tell you what percentage I am of some other.
Are you not full on Italian?
Well, I am full Sicilian, but Sicilian has different cultures involved.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm 33% African.
Sicily is where a lot of boats crashed and everybody just started living and having fun.
That's what they called it. That's what they called it.
That's where a lot of people are having fun. Oh, well, let's start this game. Tom Stade will be back. When he's back, we'll just get it going. I told him I said sign back in, but he's there. He is. Tom is coming back into the game. 1 second, everybody. Hold on.
Hey, sorry, man. I don't know what. I don't know what happened. Oh my God! Hold on. Hey, we're back. All right.
There we go. Don't touch it.
And I'm in the bottom square now, am I?
Now you've been moved around.
I've been moved. Oh, it just froze, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy! Oh my God, I'm so old." Man.
You had to pee.
Welcome.
All right.
We just found out that Tammy is Italian, but not so Italian. John has been sitting in his chair all day. It's time to start the game. Here's the first question: How do you like your steak cooked? That's right. We usually ask, how do you like your eggs? But tonight it's, how do you like your steak cooked? Let's start out with you, Tom. You just got back to the room.
Yeah, I like my steak cooked by a chef. That's how I like my steak cooked. I don't do any cooking.
That's
why I make money is and make other people make me stuff. And with a big bunch of mushrooms and a big pile of mashed potatoes with a bunch of gravy all over it.
That's northern British Columbia right there, boy. That's northern British Columbia right there. Doesn't know how he likes it cooked just as long as somebody else does it fucking for him. Good for you. Tammy, how do you like your steak cooked?
Well done, like my career.
Oh.
Burnt and crispy.
Burnt and crispy. Starts out fine, and the next thing you know, it's on fire. Burnt and crispy. John, how do you like your steak?
I like it however my wife wants it cooked, because I don't eat meat right now, so it's whatever she would want, and then I would just give it to her.
Oh, God, let's sadly take it down. John turns out he's got butt cancer. And he can't answer the question. He's not allowed to have meat. We'll give him 7 points. We'll give him.
I'm not allowed.
Don't even try to fight back. You got 7 points, you motherfucker. Tammy, you got.
And kwashiorkor, because you needed to have some meat.
Nice. Tammy gets 24 points because she likes it burnt and crispy. Not a lot of people admit that. Tom, he gets 145 points. He's got shitty internet, but he likes to pay for things to get done. Tom's out in the lead, starting it out hard. Oh my God. Powell says John is the man. I don't know if that's correct. If you just heard, his wife picks how it's cooked, so he's definitely not the man.
You're asking me like if we were at a restaurant and I was to order it, I would order it for her. If there was like a thing where we could only get one or the other, and
it's called pour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I have no job. I know what you.
I enjoy somebody that answers the question after I've already given away the points. Thanks away, John. That is fantastic.
What order are we doing this in? You weren't specific.
Okay,
you're still losing the game. You can't fight back. Good work, Tammy. You're still in the lead. Oh no, you're in second place, Tammy.
I'm in second. John's in first.
Here's the next question. How many times a day do you think you have COVID? I counted today. I thought I had it 17 times. How many times a day do you think you have COVID? Let's start out with you, Tammy.
Just now, once. I'm just kidding.
Once a day?
I had it already. I have the antibodies. I have a piece of paper to prove it. It's the first.
You have a piece of paper?
Yes. I'm a superhero, don't you know?
Good
I'm
for
part of
you,
the COVID
Tammy.
Squad.
My God, good for you. Very fancy. Tom, how many times a day do you think you have it?
I already got it, Ian. I've been passing it around. I like to social distance about 6 inches from everybody when I'm shopping at IKEA. I just want to get this thing over with.
This disease has been hardest on the close talkers. I'm going to be honest with you. That's what's been hardest on.
Sorry about me spitting all over you.
He got his from Grubhub.
John, how many times a day do you think you have it?
I would say 2 times every minute. I think that I have it. Like every tickle in my throat, everything, and I cough a lot too. So it's like every cough is like, I have it. That was it. That was a different cough. I have it now.
You gotta give Tammy 250 points for already having it and have papers.
Yeah.
Tom just thinks he's got it, so we'll give him 100 points. John is already dead from it, can't even have meat. We'll give him 500 points. My God, this is taking a turn. Everybody's out the lead. Tammy's Italian, very angry that she's not winning right now. Very, very angry that.
Wait, I am.
Well, no, you're in second place right now. John Huck is in first place. Tammy is in third place. Tom Stade is in third place. All because of this interview.
Damn.
John, you have mad cow disease. That's
I
have whooping mouth.
Oh.
Well, if you got the cough, start smoking already, John.
I love this. You guys are like chirping each other. This is making me happy. I love it. Everybody's going after everybody. I just sit back and read the next question. Here's a nice question to ask somebody that's when there's one Canadian and 2 Americans. When there's 1 Canadian and 2 Americans on the show, I like to bring up spelling questions. So this is the first one. How do you spell color? How do you spell color? John Huck, let's start with you.
COLOR.
Oh, Tom Stade?
COLOUR.
Bam! You are incorrect. COLOR.
Yeah. I believe I'm in the country where they created the language, all right?
Not anymore.
And they spell it OUR here too.
You guys are going after each other right now. My God, America all over Canada fighting back, taking them down. I'm going to give let's see. Tom Stade has 1 more letter than you, so he gets 1, and you guys are missing a letter. You get 0. You're wrong. Tammy Pescatelli, John Huck, wrong.
It's
Tom
not
Stade
the first.
back out in the lead.
Killing it.
Oh, my God.
Guess what I have that you don't, though, all of you?
COVID, yeah.
Menopause. I've got to beat. So.
Hold it. I'm 50. I have it, too. This is all about equality. This is the world we're living in. Don't think I don't have menopause. And I don't need menopause to get moody. I just have to stop smoking weed for 3 days.
That is not menopause. That is called drying out, Tom. That is called drying out. That is called, he's drying out. Oh my God, I love it. This game is fun and hard. I didn't even know what you were going to say there. I have something you two fellas don't have. I was just like, man, somebody's bragging about their vagina instantly. That's crazy. Way to go with it. Congratulations. Enjoy your herpes. Anyways, let's move on. What is the term you use to get everybody's attention? What is the term you use to get everybody's attention? We've all got one. I like, listen up, motherfuckers. That's what I say. What do you use to get everybody's attention? Tammy, you've got a child. Tom, you've got two. John, you don't eat meat. What do you use to get everybody's attention? Let's start out with Tom Stade.
Where'd you get that, you dumb cunt?
Shit, that's
my
answer.
And I'm going to tell you, nobody even minds when I use it over here.
He uses it. He doesn't care. He's in Scotland.
It's a term of endearment over here.
It's also a term of breaking up. Tammy, what do you use?
Hey, fucko.
Hey, fucko. Hey, fucko. That's when you know somebody with a leather jacket showing up. John Huck.
I use hear ye, hear ye.
You're gonna get torn down. Just so you know.
They'll make a statue of me.
You know what's interesting? Everybody looks like their term.
I do it with a bell too. I have a big bell.
Everybody looks like their term. Tom looks like the dude that's standing outside calling everybody the cunts, and Tammy looks like, hey, bucko. And John could have a bell and be hearing, hell, hear yay, and everybody'd answer. I'm going to give everybody 100 points for that. Even, Steven. Oh, my God. Here's a nice question. What's involving summer? Tammy's got kids over to her house. The COVID's over. She doesn't give a shit. What was something that you guys would look forward to when you were a child for the summer? I know we go to my grandparents every summer. What would you look forward to doing for the summer as a child? Let's start out with you, John Huck. You look like you've been that age for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked playing baseball, but when we would travel, we'd go up to Wisconsin from Illinois, so I always liked that. And then sometimes we'd go to Arkansas, which was fun too, but a really long car ride. And then one time my brother lost his shoe on the way back. It was Thanksgiving, and then my dad got pissed, and we couldn't stop to get like a real meal, so we had to eat vending machine Twinkies on the way home.
Man, your dad was. How pissed was your dad? Did he take your brother's leg off?
Well,
look, you only got one shoe, so we're gonna have to get rid of the other leg.
Well, how do you lose a shoe in the car, though? It was insane.
What are you kidding? There's windows. What are you, dumb? All right, over to Tammy.
No, we found it.
Oh, you found it.
On the side of the road.
It's over. Get your shoe and get the hell out of here.
I'll give you points, and then you can answer again. Tammy?
I gotta say, creepy old Uncle Hugs at the family reunion for 12. Ian.
That's what you like? You like to go to the family reunion for creepy old... You haven't changed at all. Tom, what was something you look forward to in the summer?
I look forward to my mom putting me on a Greyhound bus down to Vancouver so I could see my dad again every now and then. And we'd show up, and my dad would tell me how he doesn't have a job, and we're going to spend the whole summer together.
Can I give all my points to Tom?
You can give your points to Tom.
Yeah, I used to go down on the Greyhound bus, like seriously, at around 11 o'clock with every drunk fuck that showed up. And I always just sat there and went, oh, these guys are really interesting. And then they'd be like, dude, you can't talk to that guy. He's got a criminal record. All right. Thank you very much.
That ain't saying them.
That was back in the days when they didn't really care if you sat next to a molester when you were a kid. They already, like, you'd be arrested for it, but they did, that just gets wiped off. He did his time. Let him sit with it.
Don't give him a reason to touch you.
Tom Stade, you get 16 because that was the price of a Greyhound bus ticket from Quesnel to Vancouver. Tammy, you got hugs from your two uncles. I'll give you 2 points. Fantastic.
What do I need?
John, you get 1 because your brother lost a shoe. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Number 1 from YouTube comes flying in. Tammy Pescatelli.
Get your glasses, junkie.
Somebody's got a crush on you. What's this? Ion, drug, and alcohol testing. That's a good time to come. Hi, Tammy and Stacy.
These are some really great ladies down in Florida.
They got you out of your DUI.
That's awesome. That may be the weirdest YouTube thing that I've ever had come. Ion, drug, and alcohol testing. Some of the people need
I'll pass. I know I'll pass.
Tom, look away.
Oh my God!
Give me that test.
This next question is sponsored by Ion Drug and Alcohol Testing. Have you ever been arrested? That's the question. Have you ever been arrested? Sponsored by Ion Drug and Alcohol Testing. Tammy, let's start with you. You're thinking about it. Have you ever been arrested?
Yeah, I was once.
All right. Do you want to tell us more about it?
Open container going to see Rat and Poison.
Oh my God!
You don't need nothing but a good time.
Me too. After we got arrested, because
actually Ian was there. That's all right.
Well, yeah. So we that's it. We were driving, a bunch of us. We were young kids, and we were 18 years old, and we had beers, and we were just cracked the beer. It was like the first one. I'm in the back seat, and my friend goes, "Just be careful. There might be," and I crack. Cops, and then woo, and we all got
Tammy arrestability. Way to go, Tom Stade. Have you ever been arrested?
I've been arrested twice in my lifetime.
Why are you?
And the one when I was living in Wolverhampton, we came back from a bar, and then I ended up taking a piss because there was no toilet in the fish shop, so I took a piss behind this car, and a real life gypsy, like you think gypsies are all colorful, living in like horse-drawn caravans. This guy was in a pickup truck. He got real mad, and he said, and then he said, "You wait here. I'm gonna go get somebody." And then we went walking, and he drove up, and then we all got in a big fight. I swear to God, we all got in a big fight. The cops came. I got busted. I had to go to the police station, and they told me that they were charging me with something called a fray. And I remember going, "A fray? I wasn't afraid. Those guys were afraid." And I spent the night in the tank, man. And then when the court case came, the guy, the dude, my lawyer goes, "Hey, you want to drop all these charges?" And I go, "Why would I want to do that? Because if you don't, these guys will make your life a living hell because you live in their town." I go, "Done deal, baby." And nice. Yeah, that was awesome.
The answer is yes, I've been arrested. John Huck,
Yeah, I've definitely been arrested.
But the same way? Were you ever afraid while you were peeing
at
a fish shop?
No, I wasn't afraid. It was, oddly enough, the first time I was in the parking lot of a Grateful Dead show in Kentucky.
My God. My God.
Concerts.
Yeah, and they were angry. And then we spent the night. I spent the night. I was 18, 19.
Me and you, somebody.
Yeah. At a Grateful Dead concert?
Yeah, I was just out of high school. Yeah, I was just out of high school, so I went and saw like 5 or 6 shows, and that was like on the tour of shows. And I got arrested with a couple other friends there. I got out. We missed. It was like a Simpsons episode. We missed judges. Me and my buddy missed judges by like a couple of people, and I signed a thing and paid a fine and left the next morning. And he got 14 days. So I had to get in a car and drive back because there was other shows. I had tickets to the rest of the tour, so I had.
You got to keep going. You can't care about your money.
So, I mean, where's he gonna go?
He got out. Yeah, exactly. He couldn't go anywhere. He got out like a couple of days later. He was going to Greyhound from Kentucky back to Illinois. But yeah, it was that was actually an interesting experience. But yeah,
I'm actually pretty impressed by that one. That one it sounded like it. Yeah, it was a very good. And then you want to tell us about the second time?
The second time was on the way home from a fish New Year's Eve run on the East Coast, and that was just my friend blew through a toll. We were all passed out in the car. My friend blew through a toll really early in the morning, and of course,
was your friend Sonny Corleone?
No, no, but he should have been. whatever. It was a stupid move, and then we all got pulled over, and then they just searched everybody, and we were all coming back from a fish show.
It happens. Life happens.
So.
If you're going to blow through a toll, get ready to pay the piper. That's what my dad always said. Tom Stade taking down shops. And he was peeing behind a fish stop. His dad didn't teach him anything when he was on the bus on the way to Vancouver. Tammy Pescatelli had her top off, letting the girls fly free, drinking beer, going to see Rat and Poison. She's got something we both don't have, and let's give some points away. My God, Tammy Pescatelli, 1989. That was the year arrested. 1989 for you. Tom Stade, 2017 for you. John Huck, you are 1965. I think that was the year you were arrested. Right? 1965. Let's continue on. This is good times. My God.
Woo. Thank you, Rat and Poison.
How many times should you use a razor? That's the question. Should you use it once? Should you use it 16 times? Should you use it 3? I can tell John is going to say never, but I'd like to talk to the other people. Let's start out with you, Tom. How many times should you use a razor? You seem like a clean-cut kind of guy.
I use a razor until it's rusty and I feel that it's not cutting anymore, and it's just pulling my hair out. So 2 months.
2 months. Dave Morton says 4. Tom says never stop. Tammy, how many times do you use a razor?
I'm half chinchilla, so.
Oh, I forgot. Jesus, I'm sorry. I should have never brought up a hair thing with you.
Yeah, I'm actually not very hairy for Sicilian look. See? No.
Okay, you keep telling yourself that.
I'm not. No, I'm really not. I just look like Rat. I say, hey, I'm gonna go with Tom. Can I do $1?
Yeah,
$1.
You're gonna go the same as Tom. Thank you very much, Stephen
$1.
John Huck.
I think it depends on what kind of razor you're using. If it's just a disposable.
Correct. Just stop right there, John. Just to say it depends. Don't continue on. Just stop right there. It depends. John Huck, 1,000 points. Tammy Pescatelli, 666 from the devil. Tom Stade, he doesn't give a shit. Let's give him 1,001. 1,001. My God. Everybody's got some. Here's the next question, by the way. I forgot to tell you. The next question is coming fast and furious right now. Here we go. The next question. Everybody's got a food that just makes them want to fucking puke. What is the food that makes you just want to puke? I can tell you what mine is. Pineapple and ham together make me want to fucking puke. God damn it. John Huck, I'm going to cut your answer off, so you go first.
Slimy like mushrooms. Not like mushrooms, but like the stuff you cook with.
You just lost a friend in Tom, John. You just lost a friend.
What? You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a new father for your son.
All right, Cody. See, now I see why you got to back up.
Thanks, Cody.
Tom, what is the food that makes you want to throw up?
The shit that John eats. Every time I see mushrooms, I want to totally vomit mad. I don't understand because they get in my mouth and there's no crunch and no taste to it. And it's like I'm eating really shitty baby food.
Oh my God, that is hardcore. We got 3 livers in a row from the Stephanie, Larry, and also Michelle.
Oh,
and
they stole my
mushrooms from Tom Stade and John Huck. Tammy Pescatelli, I think you're going to say lever by the way you just flipped out and threw up.
And fava beans. Liver. And a nice Chianti.
Why liver? Was it something that you guys eat as a child?
It's just gross. Or lamb pops, and they call them lollipops. Have you ever seen that? Where they just take how about this, John? Picture, if you will. They take the lamb leg and they pull it right off, and the thigh of the lamb is there, and they call it a lollipop, and then they eat it. Just like
I'm not sure. Have they ever seen like an actual lollipop, or are they like this is candy?
No, that is definitely not vegan. When you turn a piece of meat into a lollipop, you are definitely hardcore person. I on drug and alcohol testing says mayo. It says mayo right there. Music Chick Art agrees with the 2 boys. Mushrooms are gross. And then Tam Engel says tripe, otherwise known as
what
guts.
Is tripe?
That's guts.
What
That's
is that?
guts, right? I think it's pig guts or something like that. I don't even know what I'm talking. And then Lawrence Morrison just has a stroke and says mac and cheese. That was weird.
Oh,
Well,
that's
me
my
and Lawrence
friend.
Morgenstern are out. Love
No, you
mac
guys
and
are-
cheese.
Mac and cheese gives him the
That's my
shits. He doesn't
pal.
Don't
like
call
it.
me.
I would have to give some points away. Tammy Pescatelli gets 150,000 points. John Huck gets 100,000 points, and Tom Stade gets 200,000.
Ooh.
Let's continue on.
Ah.
Oh my God. Here's a nice question I like to ask, especially when somebody's drinking from a mason jar. Hey guys, who do you think that's famous that should be your best friend? I know we've all got one. I think that me and goddamn Wayne Gretzky should hang out, but he refuses to answer my phone calls. Who do you think should be your best friend that is famous? Let's start out with you, Tammy.
Tom. I think Tom should be my best friend. I think Tom should be my best friend. I think Tom and I gotta do a show with Tom. I'm telling you, I can't handle this. I've almost peed myself 3 times. I've had at least 4 aneurysms, and I think my cyst just exploded.
I love the fact that no wonder you survived the COVID. You've had 4 aneurysms. You're doing very fine. Peed yourself 3 times. Oh my God. Don't even try. Tom, who do you think that you should hang out with that's famous?
I think that I should be actually hanging out with my can I pick 2? Am I allowed 2? Because they're a duo group.
If you want to. Okay.
Cheech and Chong. They have to be my buddies, man. Of course, Cheech and Chong. Tommy and Cheech and Tom. That's what I'm thinking. I think that guy knows where the good stuff is. That's all.
You can hang with them, but they don't get along anymore, Tom. They don't get along, so you're going to have to be the buffer that goes in between them.
That's why they need me.
Yes, and you're prepared because you remember how your mom and dad, you'd get in between them and keep them from each other. That'd be fantastic. John Huck, who should you hang out with?
I was going to let Tom finish. I was going to say Joe Madden, the coach of the Angels.
Oh,
does he smoke weed?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he absolutely smokes weed. That guy smokes weed for sure. My God. That's awesome. I like it. Tom says a bunch of weed guys. Usually we pay, I don't know. I want to give you 500 points for that one, Tommy. Tammy says Tom, so I'm going to give her 500 points so they can take their points and put them together. And that's 1,000 points each. Boom. That's the way we do math here. John Huck says, Joel Madam, he just gets all fancy, starts bringing up baseball because he loves baseball. 2 points for John. 2 points for John. That is it right there. By the way, guys,
we could be the Stade brunch, Tammy.
There we go. Dun dun dun. I got a Bobby Brady tiki that'll bring you luck out your ass for sure.
That's the end of round 1, my friends. That's the end of round 1 on a very, very chirpy night at the old Around the Bag. Round 1 was brought to you by Wayne Gretzky, the sexiest thing on ice since 1985. Wayne Gretzky, proud sponsor of Around the Bag. Let's move on to round 2. This is called Pick It. What happens is I give you the choice between 2 things, and you have to pick the one you want. I'm going to start out with Tammy. I'm going to go to John, and then I'm going to go to Tom. Let's play this game right now. Get ready. Tammy, John or Paul?
Paul.
Oh, Huckster, Ringo or George?
George.
Ooh, Tom, Stones or Beatles?
Stones.
Oh, good answer to that. My God. Tom's in the lead right now. Tammy's in second place. John's in third. That is fantastic. Here we go. Tammy, bone break or muscle tear?
Muscle tear.
Ooh. John Huck, sliver or cut shaving?
I see the theme.
Sliver.
Sliver. Tom, nose or crotch?
Are you picking your
Always
nose?
a tough one. I've had this question before.
Pick your nose. Pick your nose.
I'm going to pick my nose or pick my crotch.
Pick your crotch.
My bag's always itchier, so my nose is gross, but my bag seems. Yeah, I'm going to go crotch on that one.
Goes crotch on that one. Good answer. It took him a little while. He came up with it, did the math, and he said, I'll take
You got to
the crotch.
think about the important question.
There's no I in this.
Oh my God. Get ready, Tammy. Fall or winter?
Fall.
John, spring or summer?
Spring.
Tom Stade, Jupiter or Mars?
Jupiter.
Oh, this game is out of control. John Huck caught the winner of that one. Tom Stade second place. Tammy the third. My God, we're on to second. We're in the fourth round coming up. Here we go. Tammy Pescatelli, John or Tom?
You.
Ooh, no.
You win.
John. Oh, I have a booger bubble. Come on. John, Tom, or Tammy?
I'll go with Tammy.
Took him a while. He thought about Tom picking his crotch.
My bad picking is
that was definitely a deterrent, I'll be honest.
deterrent.
I have a strategy.
Rob says Tom gets rashes around his bag. All right, here enough. Mars. Cody's three answers behind. Tom, Tammy, or John?
I'm gonna take John just because he's with Tammy, and then I get them both.
Yeah, nice work.
We aren't best friends anymore. We aren't best friends anymore.
I smell a human centipede.
I'm just using John to get to you, Tammy.
I love it. I love the way everybody's taking it serious. There's no winner in that round. Everybody answered wrong, just to let you know. Here we go. Last one. Here it goes. Tammy, boots or high heels?
Boots.
John, flip-flops or thongs?
Flip-flops.
Ooh, Tom Stade, boots or flip-flops?
Flip-flops.
Oh, Tommy's changed
every day of the week.
He's changed a lot. He used to be a boot guy, but he wears the flip-flops all over the place. That's how he ends up. Oh, Tom.
They just hurt my heels now.
The boots hurt his heels. Tammy, you're the winner of that round. We're winning your boots over your high heels with your shorts. Fantastic. Going to the Rat concert with your titties out. John Huck, second place. Tom Stade, third place. That round is over. That was a fantastic. That round was brought to you by Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky looking sexy since 1985. Wayne Gretzky putting the mall into mullet.
How come I didn't
It
looks like Andy Gibb in the picture.
Here we are. The other two BGs? Oh, they're all dead. That's right.
Except for one. The two turds died, and that one good-looking guy.
Are you sure he's still alive?
I'd love to know what Tammy's kids are thinking right now. What the hell is Mom up to? Here we go. So here we go. This is the Extreme Champion Challenge round. What's going to happen here is this is a round-robin tournament. People are going to go head-to-head. The first one to answer the question correct wins that point. The last two in this thing will be the champion. We'll see who gets knocked out first.
I'm trying to win! Continue.
Mama's trying to find you a new daddy.
Trying to get us some money in this COVID.
Oh, you're gonna be real disappointed with the outcome of this.
Tammy will be going up against Tom for the first one. Tammy will go up against Tom. First one to answer this right gets the point. Get ready. 77 Celsius is what in Fahrenheit?
Oh, me?
Yep, I'm asking the question to Tammy and Tom. 77 Celsius. Oh, you're close.
77. 50, 54. 53. 52, 55, 6, 7, 58. So 5, 4, 1, 2,
starts with a 20, ends with a
28, 27, 30, 20, 25, 21,
25.
Starts with a 20, ends with a 30.
What is 77 Celsius?
Oh my God. I didn't think it would be that bad. Oh my God, that was awesome. That was awesome. John, you'll be going against Tammy on this
cocktail.
Yeah, you should have a little bit more than a cocktail for this one. Oh, Tom is going with Timmy. John against Tammy. First one to answer this one right will make my dog happy. What is the largest city in America's largest state?
Houston and Dallas and Texas.
That's
Anchorage,
not
Alaska.
the state. John Huck for the point right there.
Oh,
Tammy,
I forgot about them. Sorry, guys.
Yes, that's okay. My
They're
God.
not really a state.
It's an escape.
Once you go to cross another country, you're not part of that country.
Everybody I know there, I don't know their names anymore. So
I love this. I love this. The answer, and then you guys just take down the state for no reason. That is awesome. Tom against John on this one. Tom against John on this one. Oh my God, this is the winner of this one will go up against Tammy for the championship. Get ready. Tammy has moved her way into the championship by getting 0 points.
Right,
so Tom and John will go against each other. See who goes up against Tammy for this one. Get ready. First one to answer this one right gets to go to the finals. What projectile is normally shot from a slingshot?
Rock.
Balloon.
Oh, Tom Stade coming in, kicking John Huck right in the balls. The championship round will be against Tammy Pescatelli and Tom. Oh, Pescatelli and Tom Stade tonight. Get ready. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
I'm having a tough time saying names tonight. It's going to be a lot of
John,
fun.
you did a great job. If you'd
John,
ate a
thanks for
little
coming
meat,
in.
you'd have been able to.
I still get a ribbon or whatever, right?
No,
You get a ribbon. You get a ribbon.
It's not
You know what?
1970.
This is America. You know what losers get in this country? They get a statue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And an office. And a lot of work.
Get ready. Here is the question.
We love you, John.
The olive branch is the symbol of what?
Peace.
Peace.
Tom
Olive.
Stade, the champion tonight on Around the Bag, coming in and taking
I give
care of
my
the-
award to Tammy.
Oh shit! There's the Italian lady coming out.
Beating her kids. She's beating her.
Don't worry.
Holy shit!
Give
she's
it to
got
her.
another-
Give it to her. I don't want to start a scene.
How many doors she got in that room? Anybody else notice that? Another door?
These are two closets. This is a closet.
I don't
This
care.
is
Those
the
are
door
doors.
to my bedroom. And then this is a closet.
And this is
And
where
this
I
is
keep
the
all my
restroom.
dead people.
This is where we go poo.
This is that's where the magic happens.
Yes, and this is where I inspire people.
My God, that is fantastic. I've been in a house of mirrors, but never a house of doors.
It's
I like it. A lot of fun.
Dressing.
Doors.
Tom Stade, tell everybody about a restaurant that you love that everybody should know about. Tell everybody about a restaurant you
Well, there's a little place over here in the UK that I discovered that's not over in the United States of America, and it's a little place called Greg's. And what Greg's does is serve you something called a steak bake, which is a bunch of chewed up steak in a pasty, and they only charge you £1.09 for it. And I've been living off of it for years. You love it.
I've been doing this show a while. Never had anybody this angry at a restaurant before. That was awesome. Fantastic. Tammy, tell everybody about a restaurant in Pennsylvania that they should know about.
How about my favorite place in the United States is Sweet Betty's Bakery in Indiana. That's right. It's the most delicious real cake pops, not lamb chop cake lollipops. Sweet Betty's Bakery.
Sweet motherfucking Betty. Jason John Whitehead comes flying in at her. Greg's. That's some road survival food right there. And then John
love you, JJ.
John, you go ahead and tell everybody about a restaurant.
Hugo's Pizza in Ashland, Wisconsin.
Hugo's
delicious.
Pizza.
My headshot's on the wall there.
Oh, that's why.
Whoa.
That's what you might.
No, it's good pizza. I used to work there. I was a dishwasher.
Oh, what? Were you the guy that said "Hear ye, hear ye"?
No, I was the guy who said, "I don't want to wash these dishes. I want to go home."
Sounds like your parents might own the place. That's fantastic.
We look like all the rejects from Hamilton.
Rob just throws in this Grover's Cajun on Figueroa on 5th. Grover's Cajun. Other people just scares the flies. Lawrence Morrison just put on his shirt there. He's going to tell us some poetry later. That'll be a lot of fun. John said something funny. Note the time. Rob just kicking the goddamn John.
Leave John alone, Rob.
I love it. Guys, thanks for being on Around the Bag. We'll be back tomorrow with a new group of people trying to win the championship of being my friend. We appreciate you all. From Tammy Pescatelli, John Huck, and Tom Stade, we bid you adieu. Good night, everybody.